The conference here is called World War III.
Right.
Americans, to Americans, it sounds sensational.
Yeah.
Most believe because we're not interested in war that no one else is, and that we wouldn't necessarily have to defend ourselves. How do you view the global situation today?
Well, it's very precarious because you have the Biden administration pulling all the stops with Ukraine. We really are not in a we're not in a proxy war. We're really in a war with Russia already, and Russia moved some fleets into the ocean, into the Pacific, and they're very, so it's very concerning that there could be a nuclear conflagration. So I think it's we're in a hair trigger situation, really.
It's not a sensationalism.
I don't think so, because you have Russia that's has nuclear weapons, and they're not. They're saying that they would deploy them if necessary, if they get pushed far enough.
And that's not bluster.
Well, it could be bluster, but do you want to take a risk with a nuclear-armed country like that? I think it's a fool's gamble.
The Art of War, Sun Tzu.
Mm-hmm.
The ideal is to win a war without having to fire a shot.
Mm-hmm.
How is China conducting that against the West?
I'm not sure that China is conducting against the West so much as that the West is using China as a weapon against its citizens. I don't believe that China is the instigator here on that front. China is, like I said in my talk, is the model for the West, for the Western globalists. They're trying to reduce us to the same status as the Chinese citizens, that is under a kind of police surveillance state, and under reduced expectations for economically, and also in terms of our prospects for liberty, for freedom. They're trying to curtail our rights, much in the same way that the citizens in China have their rights curtailed. So I don't think that China is so much the threat as the partner of a few of these globalist elites who are in cahoots with Chinese to bring about this new world order.
Are the globalists distinct from the Chinese?
Some Chinese are. I mean, the Chinese are globalists too. So you have the Chinese Communist Party. It's got globalist ambitions. Of course, all socialists, Marxist socialism is globalist in its ambitions. So the question is how these two are working together to bring about what they both, envision as beneficial to their self-interest. But also, the question is whether, in fact, the China is just being used by these globalists, and then they'll be dispensed with later, or whether they're actually playing with fire in enlisting China into this regime.